Act 1, Scene 2 of Shakespeare's play The Tempest, which opens with a group of aristocrats on a secluded island being wrecked by a violent storm ship, contains the remark, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here." Fearful and stranded, the company soon starts to turn against one another, scurrying for supplies and eschewing decorum. After seeing the mayhem and brutality among the survivors, a young aristocrat named Ferdinand utters the well-known quote. The survivors, stripped of civilization, battle for scarce resources, exposing their most sinister tendencies. Instead of implying that there are actual devils roaming the globe, Ferdinand argues that the real tragedy is that everyone has the potential to be cruel. Their worst instincts have already taken over, and civilization has only barely escaped. Shakespeare reveals a disturbing reality through this plunge into chaos. Even in the absence of supernatural intervention, people are completely capable of horrific action. Hell doesn't have to be pictured as a far-off underworld because everyone has evil within of them. Hellish behavior posing as humanity is nothing new to the BAU. The agents are continuously up against individuals who, like those in the Tempest, have abandoned empathy, morality, or sanity, ranging from sadists and manipulators to complete murder networks like Sicarius. These offenders are human, not superhuman. However, their deeds give hell a palpable and unsettlingly familiar sense. Hell doesn't have to be pictured as a far-off underworld because everyone has evil within of them. Hellish behavior posing as humanity is nothing new to the BAU. The agents are continuously up against individuals who, like those in the Tempest, have abandoned empathy, morality, or sanity, ranging from sadists and manipulators to complete murder networks like Sicarius. These offenders are human, not superhuman. However, their deeds give hell a palpable and unsettlingly familiar sense. Ronald uses the Shakespearean quotation to mock the BAU, but it might also be interpreted as a reference to Elias Voigt. Thus far, all medical tests indicate that Voigt's post-coma metamorphosis in Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3 is real. Sophisticated brain scans and behavioral evaluations demonstrate that the empathy-related parts of his brain are now functioning. Voigt's readiness to assist others comes at his own cost. The more details he can provide the BAU, the more guilt he must endure. However, a darker interpretation is made possible by Ronald Graeber, one of Voigt's most devoted students, delivering this Shakespearean quotation. The message is about other people in the network, hidden monsters just waiting to be activated, if Voigt is actually transformed. However, the phrase turns into a terrifying taunt if Voigt is not as changed as he appears to be, or if his empathy starts to wane and he hides it. Hell is empty could indicate that the devil is no longer imprisoned. He is seated at the BAU table here, within Quantico. Penelope Garcia even plugs into the new Sicarius network using her incredibly powerful laptop chip, but if the drive has a digital trap, then the devil wasn't just there, he was welcomed. Voigt is reframed as a ticking time bomb in light of this possibility. Ronald's warning in Criminal Minds, Evolution might subtly or intentionally imply that the biggest danger no longer lies outside the BAU. Inside, it already has the face of redemption on.